Can you hear me? All right, we're going to call the meeting to order. This is a hold a public hearing to consider the request of Stan Garrett, applicant, to rezone a 2.35 acre tract of land situated in the Rezin B Lincecum Survey, abstract number 348, Titus County, Texas, and being all of the remainder of that 30 acre tract of land called 14th Tract, conveyed from Edythe Langston, independent executive, to Jack Langston Company by Executor's deed as recorded in volume 712, page 301 of the real property records, Titus County, Texas, from future development to commercial district, located on the north side of I-30, adjacent to the south right-of-way line of County Road 3210, and take any action necessary.
Mr. Chairman and members of the Commission, as you stated, this is a rezoning request, and it's for a 2.35 acre tract of land located on the north side of I-30 and the adjacent to the south right-of-way line of County Road 3210. And you can see that we've provided a location map, I think, in your packet also. You can kind of see where it's located there on the north side of 30. It's being proposed to be rezoned to commercial. The future land use plan, it's pretty old, and it's on the board over there, as you can indicate. We hadn't been updated since 2001, and as it was indicated at that time, it was designated as low density residential, but obviously that isn't happening out there at this time. And most of these properties, when that was designated at the time, were not in the city. So we're currently looking into updating that, but as it stands, actually, when City Council changes zonings, they by default change the land use map. So we're in the process of doing that update. So that'll, by default, that'll get changed over. Currently, the land is actually zoned future development when it got annexed into the city. And I think the next map, we just showed you what the zoning map looks like today. X is the spot where that area is zoned, and all the gray area is designated as future development. Some of that, as it comes into the city, at some point when they do develop, then we'll ask them to zone the property. That's generally the format, how you do that. With that being said, Mr. Garrett represents the property owner on this piece. They intend to build a commercial building. I believe it may be a lease building, but it may be for a specific client. Staff finds this to be sort of in compliance with what we've been doing on the interstate. We're looking into, as I've said, in the upcoming months, we're looking into amending the land use plan and trying to get some more goals and objectives set up for what we want to see on I-30 corridor out there. So maybe some changes. But at this point, we feel that with the current development that's out there, especially with the commercial zoning, it's a little bit more restrictive, and I think it would accommodate what they want to do out there. So with that being said, the staff has made a recommendation to approve the zoning change. Also, Mr. Garrett is here, and it is a public hearing. If you'll open the public hearing, and the applicant can address that to you. I'll be glad to answer any questions.
I have no questions. Does anybody got any questions? Stan, would you like to say something?
First of all, if I'm the only reason y'all had to meet tonight, I apologize for that. But yes, we bought this property a few years ago. I think this property was caught in the 2016 annexation when they went out east I-30, both north and south side, Big Tex, over to 1001 across. And we started building, actually started dirt work, and the city kind of informed us, said, that's in the city limits. And we said, oh, you're right now. So what he said is exactly right. Ricky would like to build a 5,000 square foot spec / leasable building. There is available water. We've already tested that. I think we're up to a 3/4 inch, I think is what we'll be able to put. It'll be landscaped. Randy Teal's the contractor. I think he's filed all the appropriate plans and mechanicals and everything. At this point, we will be able to connect sewer. I think a ½ degree to 1 degree drop is adequate. I think we've already met with the guys out there, and we are going to be able to tie into the manhole that's across. We'll bore the county road that's across over there on the Langston property. And then I should have my plat from the surveyor any day. Survey work right now is really delayed, it seems, but I visited with them Friday. I should have my survey work and my plat available to hand in and turn in to the city certainly early part of next week. Yes, it'll be a metal building and landscaped and per all the city specs. And I felt that the light industrial met our goal or met our plan for that building and gives us the wider availability of options to put somebody in there.
So we're going to commercial or light industrial? Okay, commercial?
Yes, it's my name and address. Yes, my name is Stan Garrett. My address is P.O. Box 849, Mount Pleasant, Texas, 75456. Yes, I'm sorry. My application did say commercial or C, but I was just kind of reading here on the memo. It says light industrial, so I didn't know. But my application was for commercial development, based on the definitions of what that entailed and what it allowed us to do. Right.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Is there bathrooms in this facility, or?
There will be one toilet, one male toilet, one female bathroom, yes. I don't anticipate no larger than this building is. It'll probably have 500 to 750 square foot of office. The rest of it will be bay door, open deal. I anticipate water usage based on water usage reports that I pulled for the service center down at Big Tex, as well as Tex Trail, which is right down the road. And the estimate I gave Anthony with the city is no more than 5,000 to 6,000 gallons a month. Yeah. So.
And how many square feet was the building?
It will be 5,000, 4,850 to 5,000. I could find you. That is the rough estimate. We went in with it, but that is what we're budgeting, or that's what we're shooting for.
Okay. Any more?
Will parking
comments?
be on the per square foot of the building?
The parking will be per city's requirements. Yes, there will be, if it's required paved and so many spaces per, yes, it will be fully within the guidelines of the city.
I'd make a motion that we accept the changes to commercial as requested.
I'm going to close the public hearing and then we'll have a vote. So do I hear a motion to pass?
Yes, I'll make the motion that we change it to commercial as requested.
I'll second it.
Here a second?
Aye.
Motion carried. It's passed.
Just some,
I hear a motion for adjournment.
if you don't mind, can I, before you adjourn, just a couple of bookkeeping things we wanted to tell you guys about. We are going to have a meeting in February. And like I was telling you earlier, we'll bring all the minutes back on that meeting. Second thing is, I wasn't aware of this for a couple of months, but I'm aware of it because a case did come up that you are actually the Board of Adjustment. I didn't know if you were aware of that. You are the Zoning Board of Adjustment for the city of, also the Planning Commission. You are functioning as two different bodies, and I don't know if you knew that. if that's a new one to you. So
Does that mean we get more pay?
I wish it was,
Yeah.
I wish it was that way. But what we need to do, at some point, and it may be next time we'll talk about that, is that we just need to know that you understand your role as the Board of Adjustment. And we potentially had a case that was going to come to the Board of Adjustment, but it just didn't happen because of we realized the setback question got answered. But those are going to occur. We've got a lot of subdivisions and lots of people are corner lots and whatnot, old lots that they can't meet the setback requirements, but they possibly could build. There'll be some of those questions that come up. Those have to be actually answered by the Board of Adjustment when you alter some sort of zoning requirement of that capacity. Not to speak to that tonight so much, but just to let you know, we may, if it's feasible, to ask you the question whether or not, if you could meet next time possibly 30 minutes before as the Board of Adjustment, and then it start at 6 as the Planning Commission. We might do that just to go through some of those things with you if you've got that extra 30 minutes. We'll send it out to you, get a reply, and we'll figure it out. We'll do it from there, but just to let you know.
Okay, okay, all right. So would I hear a motion to make an adjournment?
I'll make a motion.
I will say.
All passed. We're adjourned.